So everyone are doing great job, but you people should go to the finish line. So before end of this week, so you may need to put little more efforts. So please complete this use case before this Friday. And okay, so today we'll discuss about this use case, the same thing that we discussed on an OmniScript level on Sunday. Okay, so I'll read out. MIP is a health insurance service provider. They are providing options to agents to create application on behalf of the business. So here business are taking the insurance. So MIP is the service provider, but MIP will not sell the applications directly, will not sell the policies directly. So they'll always have some partners for them to sell the application, sell the policies. So agents can register with these guys. So for agents, we have set up communities. I didn't include that setting up of the communities in this use case because it's not. I mean, it's not part of the velocity. So I know a lot of you people didn't look at the community, so I didn't include them. So you can ask someone who can do it, or someone can set up the communities in the org that we are trying. You people are trying, or you can just follow the reference org and create the communities. So in the communities, okay, in the communities, agent will log in, right? Agent can log in and do whatever he has to do, like selecting the business, selecting the owners, etc. Right here, I have business account and contact. You can just rename it, or you can imagine it as owners. We call them as owners, not the contacts. Business owners and the business account and the owners. Okay. Agent should be able to create the application with business details, owners details, and census details. After they enter these details, they should select the product type and then the product along with the attributes information. In the final step, the code should generate and should be linked to the application. So this is the use case. So I have broken this into stories. So I have total 7 stories. We already completed 3 of them, and you have all other in a reference only script. If I don't share that link, I'll share that link right away. So story 1, as an agent, I should be able to see my details and my agency details in the first step. I will use these details to create an application. If you remember, whenever a user logged in, an agent logged in, we displayed his details. So we displayed his details. So he'll understand that he logged in with his agency. If something's wrong with his agency's details, he can reach out to someone from the company to correct them. So in the first step of the application, he should be able to see his details, but he won't be able to do anything there. Only the static data, but it is fetched from the backend database. Then as an agent, I should be able to collect, enter the business information. I should be able to select the existing business or create a new business. So in this step, agent should collect the information about the business. So for that, he should be able to select the existing business, like a type head is added, where he'll search for the business and select the business. Or if the business is not existing, he should be able to create a new business. This is also set it up. So this is also done. Third story is, as an agent, I should be able to review the existing owners of the selected business. So whatever the business that we select in this step, uh, we should display the list of all the contacts. Contacts are nothing but owners. So owners in this step, in the third step, or it's the third step. So I should be able to create a new owner edit the existing owner or delete the existing owner. So he should be able to do all these things. This is also done, right? We created an edit block where we added all the actions there, and we also completed this step. Okay, so from here you should this one is not done in our OS. So as an agent, I should be able to enter information to qualify the application. I need to collect the information about the effective date, number of employees enrolling, number of employees, and out of state employees. You can ignore this if this doesn't do any effect, but these are very important because effective date is the start date, and this goes into the code. Okay, and number of employees are very important to calculate the premium. So if they enter the date before today, we should throw an error message. And if they enter 0, some business who are very new but still they want to get the insurance, the company is not going to give the insurance, right? So if the number of employees are 0, then we should disqualify the application. So that's why I added 2 more points here in the same story. As a system, if the number of employees is 0, then disqualify the application, show the message to the agent that the application is disqualified. This you should do. Okay. And as a system, I should not allow the user to enter the effective date before today. These also very important. So if the user select yesterday, day before yesterday, or some day before today, we should show him that, hey, you can't select the date which is yesterday, something like that. Okay. So this I can help you out to show you how to do. Storify. As an agent, I should be able to add the census details for the selected business. So this way you can use the template. That's why it's pretty simple. The story is pretty simple. LWC, you can use LWC. And I think we just shared those details. And story 6. As an agent, I should be able to select the plan type and the product. If you remember, okay, I'll walk you through this. So qualify, we have effective date, which is required. So we need to create a validation for this and the number of employees, right? Then in the next step, census details here. And in the next step, we'll ask user to select the plan type, and the plan. In this plan, you need to take care of all these things. Subtype, initially subtype. Based on the subtype, you should display the product. Once products are displayed, these are standard, right? So you should be able to configure this. I mean, agent should be able to configure this. Agent should be able to compare. So you can click on both and click on compare, so that he can just preview the product, and he can select whatever the product he wanted. So that will reflect here. Don't worry, these all standard. These all comes with an LWC that Velocity has provided. So once you people add it, I mean, once the agent do with this, as a system, I should create the code with all the details collected above and related to the application through the opportunity. Remember the hierarchy. So we'll be creating an opportunity for the business that we selected earlier. in the step 2, right? So once we create the opportunity, we'll create the code, then we'll create the application, then add this opportunity to the application, right? So this step, you need to implement this step. This is, I mean, the application is not created here, but everything else is created. Opportunity is created. The code is created in this flow. So using this services, this one, using this service, we are creating code. So all you need to do is you need to create an application and refer the opportunity that is used to create this code, so that the application will be created. Okay, so then um, as an agent, I should be able to see the summary of the plan and the code. So that is also an LWC. Confirm plans is an LWC, and then we are just displaying the success message like, hey, your code is generated and this is the code number. And when you disqualify, you will have a similar step. We'll have a similar step. So somewhere here, so get a group qualification. After this group qualification, we'll have one more step where if the user enters 0 in the eligible employees, then we'll disqualify the application, right? So that we'll see. And I need someone to volunteer to update the dev tasks or dev notes for these stories. But I think Dinesh can do it, or maybe Dinesh can do it. Yeah, I'll talk to Dinesh, or maybe Varun.
Yeah, sure, Bala.
So this is what generally we will get: the story and the dev notes from a solution architect. So what to be created, what to be added, how what are the steps we should follow. We'll get all that information. Okay, so I'll share this use case to you people with you people. Any questions on the use case?
Bala, story one is a showstopper here for me. I'm working in Ramesh org. So to get the, we don't have the community user in Ramesh org. So since you already explained, we can I got the point like how to display the agent details and all. But to create a community user, I need help, Bala.
Okay, this is a showstopper for you to preview, not to
Yeah,
complete the other
not to
steps.
complete. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dinesh,
Uh,
can you set up the communities in that org so that
Okay, Bala,
they
I
they
will
will be
create.
able, yeah. Because they can't create communities. They don't have. I mean, a lot of people are still learning, so we should not expect them to create the community. So let us create the communities and provide them.
Okay.
Yeah, we can sync up sometime later if you need any help. Okay.
thank you, Bala.
Yeah. Any other questions? Any additions? Any suggestions?
Bala, this is a very good Bala. I think now we are into seriously getting into the real time like scenarios, right, Bala? That's our intention,
Yes,
right?
Ramesh. Yes, Ramesh. Yeah.
Okay. So I think this helps. You know what typically maybe Shetal. I think Shetal was following similar pattern before. Started a project and every day is spending additional features on one by one. Shetal, can you add anything, Shetal? We can if you. there a chance to improvement here?
No, I think like to start off with, since all these are new guys, this looks pretty simple and straightforward.
Sheetal, I'm sorry, like now we are not able to hear you. Maybe
Your
that's
voice
only me.
is very low. Yeah.
Okay. So Anant, do you have any inputs, Anant?
Actually, I missed the Sunday class, right?
Oh,
Can you hear me now, Bala?
yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so I was saying like, yeah, this is pretty simple and straightforward and easy to follow. And I think I spoke to Ramesh as well. This was a similar kind of thing I was also looking for, a use case, like now where we can figure out what to do and which item to pick from all the
Yeah.
tools that we have. So yes, this is really helpful.
So,
And
yeah.
just one thing, we did not cover the calculation procedure, right, Bala, in this session?
We are not doing it in this sessions.
And the flex cards?
Not even flex cards.
Okay.
So, Sheetal, if you recall, we started with this what is called 80-20 rule.
Yeah.
What is that? We use day in day out more. That is what we started. And also, whoever is interested, please do let me know. I'm preparing for course material for another client with Jay. And that is a good opportunity for, if anybody interested, let me know, it's to prepare the content and prepare the sample use cases, right? So that helps our understanding in the velocity, platform side of it. So there also we are not talking more about industry specific, but more of a platform specific, industry platform specific tools. Mostly like Omni Studio.
I would love to help, Ramesh.
Maybe I will put you a group, maybe you can join there. So Bala, the intention is you want to share this one so that they start doing as if they are doing a real-time project. Is that right understanding?
Yes, Ramesh.
Okay. So if they have a questions, what is the best way to contact them? I mean, contact our team members.
WhatsApp is the best platform for now because everyone's there in the WhatsApp. That's the best one. But we should set up some time with Dinesh or Varun or someone. I mean, depending on their bandwidth, if they have some bandwidth, if someone's stuck, we'll set up some time.
Most of the guys, I think some of them are like this is their full time, and some of them is part time. Like Anant and all, he's reaching his office early and trying to attend from there. So Anant, in your case, do you think like if you need one more sync up in the evening with other members who are also learning?
If it is possible, that's best, because actually I'm covering in the office and also in the home itself. To learn more from this.
I understood. What I'm trying to say is, if anybody is missing this, training session, coping up will be difficult again, because we will not be available after, this training. Everybody will be busy, right? So whatever the backup, I know, you need to catch up quite, aggressively, right? So Krishna, I know like you're also busy, Krishna. I'm expecting you to start spending some more time and get up to the speed, Krishna.
Okay, sure, Ramesh. Yeah, I will adjust my time.
Yeah. So Durga, Prasad, do you need any help, Durga?
Not as of now, Ramesh. So one thing is with respect to the community user. So I think Bala has addressed that. So when I get some time, I'll try to start.
Belated happy birthday, Durga.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, belated happy birthday.
Okay. And so Ankit, you will be fine, I believe.
Yes, Ramesh.
So Supraja, do you need any help?
I'm working in your art, Namaskaram, so that's
First thing I've been seeing, like, you have a really bad audio connection. Not this call, for every call you have a challenge. You need to adjust that, Supraja. Right. So welcome back, Venu. Thank you so much joining.
Thanks.
Welcome back, Venu. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, a bit better compared to last week.
Yeah, now he's almost like Monday morning after Sunday evening.
I just woke actually, and I didn't sleep last night. I couldn't able to make it, so it was completely uneasy last time. But now I'm okay. So
Good. And take good rest. Definitely that is needed.
sure.
So we are happy to see you back.
Thanks. So good morning, everyone. I hope everything is going as expected. I missed a lot, I know, but sure, I try to cover up as much I can. And please do let me know whenever you need some help. Uh, post it in chat or somewhere else. I try to help most. Okay, because Bala's project is a bit busy, I know. So he helped me a lot. I really, I know in how much stuff he do for to cover up my position over here. Thanks, Bala, and thanks everyone. Just let me know if you have any doubts or anything. I'll be available in WhatsApp and I'll support you guys.
Thanks, Venu. When some of our team members are not well, we should definitely give some time. So that's why I didn't disturb you. We want you to recover. So
Thanks.
I think you still need to take some more rest. So,
but at home, I couldn't able to take him. I'm just completely getting frustrated by staying home. And it's a different. It's become a different another disease for me. Yeah. Thank you.
And you have to stay away from your favorite things and all for 1 to 2 weeks.
So for 1 week, I have to stay at least 1 month more.
Yeah, thank you, Venu, for adding your inputs. You can also address him in the WhatsApp because he is available now. So if you have any questions, you can also address Venu. If you have any questions, or you can address me, please use WhatsApp. If you have any questions, please don't wait, because this is very important. By end of this week, you all should complete this use case at any cost. If you are unable to, please address it earlier, alert us earlier, so that some of us will help you to complete this flow.
Bala, this is new task apart from earlier tasks, is it?
Yeah, this is a business use case that we already discussed this on Sunday. Code process.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else regarding this story, or we'll jump into the home script? Okay. So I was telling you two things, right? One, as a system, if the number of employees is 0, then disqualify the application. We'll go to the application object. So how business will do, what business will do, even while disqualifying some business, they'll still create the application for them. They'll keep the reference. Next time, if they refer the same business, they'll already know that that business got disqualified because of so and so reason. For that, they'll always create the application and keep the details, right? So let's go to application object. So in this, do we have field called qualify or disqualify? No, we don't have, right? So create one one field called checkbox, where you will disqualify this application whenever user clicks on user enter only zero employees, right? So create a data wrapper in between these steps. So and just disqualify that application. Okay, just check the box like disqualified. If it is not checked, then it is not disqualified, it is qualified, right? So remember, this is the object that we need to use to create the application. So and the other thing is, I should not allow the user to enter the effective date before today. How can we do that? We'll discuss something about a messaging element. We have something called messaging element under functions, messaging. So this element can show a message to the user, or it can also stop the user. It can also stop the user for entering the wrong data. So it's something like validation. We'll see how to use it. Okay, same flow. So here is the effective date, right? If I select yesterday, I don't see any error here, but I should throw an error. I should throw an error like, hey, you didn't select the date uh, more than today, right? So we can do it two ways, but I want to show you the messaging one. So let me create a new version. Let me add this messaging element. There is this qualify. Here is the qualify. So I'm adding messaging element on the top or on the below. Generally, we'll add either on the top or on the below. Show message, something like show message. And we have two options here. This will show, this is the placeholder to enter the message. And this is for true and this is for false. Okay. So we can check an element, we can write a condition here, and based on the condition, we can just show the error message. So let's take this effective date. Effective date less than. So here I should either hard code or enter the element, right? So instead of doing it here, I'll use functions. I'll use a formula to first evaluate, then use this formula to just write the condition here. Okay. So in this formula, let's say check effective date. I don't want to show this field to the user, so I'll hide it. Then I'll take this effective date and write the formula. Effective date less than now, or maybe I can take today. This is very similar to what we'll do using, similar to what we do in formulas in Salesforce. Let us see whether this will really work or not. Then I'll take this. If the effective date is less than today, this will give true message, true result, or it will give false. Let me not hide so that it will show me on the UI itself. So I'll take effective date equals to true. Check effective date equals to true, right? When it is true, I'll show a success message. When it is false, so let me say it does not equals to true. Then I can show the false message. In the true message, I have comment, success, and warning. And in the false, I have requirement, comment, success, and warning. Requirement will stop the user to click on the next. Whereas this warning, success, and comment will not stop the user to click on next. So I'll take this requirement. You people try with warning, success, and all. So I am taking this requirement. You cannot create an application in the past, or maybe for the past. Can give a straightforward message. Effective date cannot be less than today. So let's preview this. So I entered yesterday's date, click next. It's giving false. So I'm checking does not equal to true, which is false. Then why didn't it work? Can anyone just debug this? Can anyone tell what happened here?
Bala, shouldn't it be after that field, if I'm correct?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Yeah. Okay, let me move to the below and let's try now. So did you notice something? Even I change the date, it's not changing.
It's getting by default.
Yeah. So my formula is wrong. So I want you people to debug this, check what is wrong, and complete this. Okay. But if suppose this is true, I'll see this error message and When I click next, it will stop the user. It won't let the user, okay, this is required. Let's select something else. It won't let the user to go next because of the requirement in the element. So my formula is wrong. That's why it's not changing to true. So
We need to have a if condition, Bala, like to throw either, because we are checking true or false at the requirement. Do
not
we need to
required,
have?
not required because when this formula is, I mean, this is evaluating to, anyway, that is evaluating to false, right? If is not required. This is giving false. If you satisfy the condition, it will give true. Got it?
Got it, Bala. We'll try.
Try this and just but this is how we'll just add a messaging element to the Omni script so that we can show a message. If it's a warning, it won't stop the user. Okay, let me not changing this. I'm changing this to true. So the warning looks like this, but it won't stop the user. Only requirement will stop the user. So if you have to stop the user, always remember to select as the requirement, and requirement is will be available only with false. With true, it won't be available. So um, remember to check for the false. If you have to stop the user, then pass the correct error message. Okay, so this is how an messaging element will work. So we can also use this messaging element to show the error message of the Salesforce. So when we save the record, if there is a validation rule or something with stopping the record to be saved, the data wrapper will give that response, give that as a response. If you remember, I think we have seen it in some cases. When a data wrapper fails, it will give the error message why it is failed. So we can pick up that error message. We can evaluate with the if condition, and we can just show the error message. Okay, so we can also do that way. And regarding this disqualification, so we can create one more step. Disqualify application, so where we can add a text block. Your application is disqualified. Contact the for more information. So we can have a step like this. right? We can have in this, what we'll do, we'll write a conditional rendering here. With this group qualification, colon, eligible employees. Equals to 0. We'll show this step. If number of eligible employees are 0, okay, let me I didn't give the label to the step, that's why I don't show it. I'm not showing it because I don't have a label here. If I add label, I'll the name will be displayed here. So what we'll do, they still have the next button. So we don't want the user to click next or user to go back, so that he want to just give a try or play with this. So to do that, I'll go to this disqualify step, and here button properties. I have these buttons, previous and next buttons here. I'll just make them 0. So when they come to that page or come to that step with 0 employees, they will not go front or back. They will be stopped here, right? So generally this is how we'll stop a user, or we will give a message to the user like, hey, your application is disqualified. You can, if you still want to try, yeah, you need to approach the underwriter. But in some cases, if they enter wrong information and if they want to go back, still we can have this option previous, but we will not give next option when they disqualify when we disqualify the application. And we can also use this save for later, but for the save for later, we should set up something else. So we won't, I mean, you will learn this in future. Okay. So save for later will save the OmniScript, whole OmniScript information in a different object. So whenever user have that link, we can give the link to the user so that he can click on that link, open the same OmniScript where he stopped, and resume what he's entering. Save for later is also very important. To remove that, to remove save for later, we can just remove this option. And we can also have this cancel button. We also have cancel. So when we preview, we don't have that cancel, but we can also add the cancel button and navigate the user to a specific page. Okay, apart from this, okay, tomorrow I'll show you how to include that cancel button. If the user clicks on cancel, we'll redirect him to the home page of the community. Okay, so me application disqualified. So now we won't see that step until the user. So we won't show that step until the user satisfies that step, right? If we enter 0, then only this step will appear, and we can render these conditionally if the eligible employees are more than 0. Then only we can execute other steps so that those steps will be visible here. For example, the census. Here is the census step. We can use this here. Greater than 0. Right, if he enters 0, the census is not there, right? If he enters something more, then only the census step got displayed. So because if user click on 0 and click next, so he don't have next button, but he'll still get confused, like, hey, there are 3 more steps, why can't I go to those steps, right? So we'll be rendering these steps also conditionally so that user will not see the steps when he end up here. So that's how we can add these conditions to all other steps as well. So this conditional rendering is very important. We can stop unnecessary executions, right? So if we don't have enough information to create a code, we can write a condition on this create code so that we will not get any error. Like, for example, if we are not creating an opportunity, still we try to create the code, we'll get an error. That time we can conditionally render, like, if opportunity ID is not null, then only execute this. So that time we can just add a render condition here, like, hey, opportunity ID not equal to null, then only execute this step. So render condition will be there in every step. And also in this render condition, we have other options also. Set element to read only if false. We can set the elements to read only if false. Set required elements to optional if false. So if this condition is false, and if we have some required field, we can make it false, right? So don't worry about this, just focus on this hide element if false. So try to finish as much as possible in the use case. I'll share the use case right after this call. I'll ask Priya or someone, because I want to upload it into some drive so that if we make some changes, those changes will be reflected. So I don't want to share them in the WhatsApp. I want to upload to the drive, then share it to the WhatsApp. I think I'm good for the day. Any questions?
Yes, Bala. So earlier you said in the application object we need to create a checkbox is qualified. So since
Yes.
we did this disqualify application step, we added in the OmniScript itself. Do we need to create that again, or?
You need to create the application here after this disqualify. I mean, before this disqualify, that also should render conditionally, and you need to create the application at this stage itself and update that field as disqualified.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Okay. Add one data wrapper in between.
Data wrapper. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, in between. create the application and update the field disqualify as true.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
And if you notice in the application, you have account. Here is the account. So the business you selected will go into this account. If agency is not there, then create a field for agency. Create a field for agent. Map the agent and the agency IDs with those fields in the application. So you need to create one more lookup to account and one lookup to contact. So contact information will be agent's information, account information will be agency information. So you create a filter. Okay, don't worry about the filter now because you're not going to, or agent is not going to create the application from the UI. So anyway, in the data raptors, I mean in the steps, you will display only the agency and agent details based on the record types and also, yeah. Create 3 fields: agency, agent, and disqualified. So and update with the relevant information here.
Okay.
And you should also have the same data raptor, similar data raptor here after the code is created. So you can update the information there also again, but qualified with qualified. So application will have opportunity. So link the opportunity to the application using this lookup. Make sense? Okay. Any other questions?
Hey Bala,
Yashita.
I think I know why the formula doesn't work.
Oh. Okay, no, don't tell. Let others also figure out.
All right.
Yeah. Great that you figured it out. Yeah. Any other questions from anyone?
I don't have questions, Bala, but I need your help and Venu's help
Regarding?
regarding certification, Bala.
Regarding?
Regarding certification.
Substitution.
Certification. I'm audible?
Certification.
Certification. Okay. Yeah. We'll sync up.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. If no more.
Bala, I have one more question. Sorry.
Yes, Vinay. Yeah.
So we have done with the story 2 and story 3, right? Already in the previous sessions, we created that Omni script and all. So this, the one that we are referring right now, existing products Omni script, like do we need to call it as a child in our previous one, or shall we continue our work?
You don't need everything from this Omni script, right? So I suggest you to pick up this, or maybe you create a new Omni script from this, remove whatever you don't want and use this as child, but I suggest you to build everything over there.
Okay.
Then you will know how to refer the LWCs and all, what parameters you have to pass. So just use this as a reference. Don't use this to just complete the task.
Sure. Okay.
I'm sharing this link also. I just shared the OmniScript link. This OmniScript link. Okay. So, okay, I think I'm good. So we'll meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow, now I mean this use case is done. So I'll only address if you have questions on this use case. tomorrow I want to show you how to call an external system. So we have something called WeatherBit. So we will make a call to that WeatherBit. And display the current weather details to the agent when he logs in into the community. I think I need shortcuts for this. Okay, we'll show this in the Omniscript. Tomorrow I'll show you how to get the information from the external system into the Omniscript using IP and the HTTP action. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. Bye for now.
Okay, Bala.
Thanks,
Bye.
Bala.
Thanks.
Have a great day.
Thanks,
you.
Bala.
Same to you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.